is 1991. Birds and people are living together in seemingly perfect harmony, until one day a young man catches fire. This is Phoenix.
Baby, can you pray tonight? Baby, can you pray for? Oh, baby, can you pray? Is there is how you make on time? It's only to the end, so pray tonight. So you won't for every run that we had, surrounded, I knew it. But I'll be ready every day, know everything's alright. Are you gonna pray? Are you gonna pray tonight? pray, pray, pray for me and fast. Baby, pray, pray, pray for me and fast. Baby, pray, pray, pray for me and fast. Gotta pray, pray, pray for me and fast. Baby, pray, pray, pray for me and fast. Baby, pray, pray, pray for me and fast. Baby, can we pray, pray tonight? Baby, can we pray, pray fast? Oh, baby, can you pray? It's every time you make on time. It's only to the end, so pray tonight.
Hello everybody, how are you all doing? It's me, Mr. Flint, once again here today for the lovely circuit of Brands Hatch, and for round number 8. As you can see, we're on board with Vic at the moment, car number 888, and so far they're just doing a few practice runs as we have about 2 minutes of practice to go. So hello to Rosalina and Mr. Mav in the chat. I hope you're all doing fabulous and wonderful. We're going to have a quick chat about the track itself today. So if you do or you do not know, obviously some risky sectors that we need to watch out for today is going to be sector 1 because of track limits and how close the walls can be at this circuit. It's absolutely insane, and it can be very very scary. So please do, if you're racing and you're going to try and watch at the same time, please do be careful on circuit and don't cause any massive collisions. And if you're being lapped and you're getting blue flagged, just politely move out the way when you can. But it's going to be a bit of an interesting one because this is the first one in the UK, shall we say. So the first British circuit of the season so far for round number 8, and then next week we head towards Silverstone for some wet conditions. That's going to be very, very interesting as we go on board with Brown now to see how they get on with their final practice runs in the Aston Martin at car number 738, but they've peeled into the pit lane. We'll go on board with Zach Webby then and see how they get on car number 13 in the lovely McLaren. And yes, as we're saying then about this circuit today, it's a bit of an interesting one. Why is it an interesting circuit? Well, let me tell you why. The reason why, in my opinion, it's such an interesting circuit to be at is there's not many corner numbers, shall we say. Having a look at my screen right now, if all is correct, we've actually got a total of 9 corners. So probably the track with best corners than we've had throughout the whole season, so that's absolutely insane. 9 corners at Brands Hatch. Never knew that. Now I know that. It's absolutely crazy. But Zach Webb right now in P11, they're not up on their time or down on the time at the moment. They're now starting that lap, so we're going to watch on board with them as practice is now finished. So we'll see what kind of lap they could produce in their practice run. And is there anything else I might need to mention about this track? Let's have a quick look. Of course, like I said about overtaking, it's going to be very, very interesting. Of course, it's going to be very, very, very difficult because lap 1, everyone's going to be bunched up together, especially heading into turn 1. That corner can be absolutely crazy. If one car gets it completely wrong heading into turn 1, not only is one car going to be spinning or 2 cars going to be spinning, there's going to be a lot of cars spinning around the grid, which is definitely not ideal. And of course, we mentioned that there's close walls. The condition, it's a lovely dry circuit, so there's nothing to worry about there, even though Britain's known for a very wet country. So luckily no rain, which I think everyone's very, very happy with, and a lovely night time race, shall we say. So we get to see some awesome liveries. And speaking of liveries, as you see that in the background, Suffocating and Joe Viper, they're running some new liveries today. So we'll go on board with them actually, because they look absolutely fan-flipping-tastic. When I mean fantastic, I mean fantastic. And we'll get right over to the main screen itself as all the cars now, okay, I say all the cars, every single person in the pit lane is now leaving the track as Zach Webb goes off track there and lets a car by as they went off, so I don't want to cause any problems. But wow, all the cars on the track, it's absolutely crazy. But let's go on board with Joe Viper. Look at that new livery they've got there. Look how fabulous that looks. If that was me racing right now, spectating, engineering, whatever you want to call it, I would rate that livery 10 out of 10. That's an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous livery. If I had to say so myself, I'd probably go with that livery best throughout the season so far. Because you've got the Union Jack on top, which obviously means that he's supporting British, because obviously Joe's British, and also Suffocating behind a BMW at the moment. Car number 95 in the Ferrari, also British. Those two, like I said, running an awesome livery. So we'll see how they crack on and get on with. But let's go on board with car number 7, which is going to be Spinner actually, setting the first lap and probably going to set the target pace for this circuit. So on board with Spinner then, heading down into the first couple of corners and then heading into sector 1, the risky sector of them all. But no overtaking is needed at the moment. You shouldn't really be overtaking in qualifying, because if you do, you could completely abort and ruin your lap time. Anyways then, let's go on board with him then, which we are on board with him anyways. But let's have a look and see where he is. So he's down in sector 1, or no, now in sector 2, shall I say. Heading along the massive back straight now, and then he's going to make his way all the way down to turn number 5, known as the Hawthorne Bend. And this corner in particular is quite a difficult one, because you've got to try and lift and coast and not be on the brakes too much. And Spinner right there, doing that to perfection. Lily in the background, definitely not an ideal line through there, so they may attempt to go for another lap time around the circuit. But Spinner now making his way out of the Westfield bend of turn 6. Now in Dingle Dell, heading towards, where are we now? We are heading towards turn number 8, shall we say. Now it's going to be turn number 9 as he rounds the final corner as Clark Curve. And going to go along the massive start and finish straight across the line. What's the benchmark going to be? It's going to be a 126.4. Lily has had their lap time invalidated. Lynn crosses the line to do a 1 minute 23.622. On board with we've got on board with Ackman. As we know, he's in a championship fight at the moment, so let's see how he gets on. Currently P6, yet to set a lap time. As we've had Brown and Kelly cross the line. Brown goes P2 at 124.512. Kelly at 125.547. Ackman about to cross the line in the Honda. Where's it going to go? It's P3 for now, a 124.805. Lap times now coming in like Andrew Taggart, a 125.847. Webby, a 126.090. Darkness, a 127.917. Suffocating, about to cross the line to potentially start a lap time. And I believe they are, yes, they are starting a lap time. So hopefully they don't get blocked by any cars or any unnecessary traffic in Sector 1. Heading to turns number 3 and now heading to number 4 very, very shortly. And heading to Certes, like I said, known as turn 4, which are now approaching. There is a car ahead of them, but car number 61 should politely move out of the way so they can make their way through and get where they need to be. And we're just seeing that P3 is going up to the BMW, car number 88, 8/10 off of P1, and he's done a lap time of a 124.075. So some of them incredible lap times now being produced around this Brands Hatch circuit, because if you get it all wrong, you're going to probably want to bail and go again. But yeah, this circuit very, very difficult. A car off track there, and that's going to be a Ferrari. I'm not too sure who that was. That was car number 61. Who's 61? That's going to be, that's Rico, a new driver to ACC. They're currently down in P15, 3 seconds off the additional pace at the moment, but Suffocating about to cross the line, really been showing some true qualifying pace this season. They go P12, 2.4 seconds off the pace. They've done a 125.742. Viper, his teammate right now, car number 96, coming around the final corner, known as Clark Curve, on at the start and finish straight now. Where are they gonna go on the boards? Going to go nowhere because I believe they didn't set a great lap time or didn't set one, so they're going to go for their attempt now, so we'll come back to them in just a second. Ackerman, once again, he is very high up on his pace at the moment. He's 7/10 up. This could be an incredible improvement, potentially, right? If he keeps his pace up, this could be in the top 3, top 2, or potentially P1, but he's got to find a little bit more pace for P1 as he makes his way out the final corner, across the start and finish straight, and then where's he going to go? It's going to be P3, 4/10 off of P1. He's on a 123.690. There you go. And someone else has crossed the line to knock him down or something. Yeah, I think that's Brown that has knocked coming down, and potentially, I believe, as we have Lily off track at the moment, going back to the pit lane. And I'm not surprised that they've done that, because I'll do it myself if I wasn't finding any improvement on the track. On board of car number 8 now, the Audi driver, currently chilling in P11. They've done a 125.335. Around about 2 seconds off the pace, shall we say. Let's see if they could potentially improve to the higher grid order. Coming around the final corner now, known as Clark Curve, turn number 9. Oh no, actually, never mind. They're not at turn number 9. What am I on about? I think I am a little bit tired today. I've had no sleep, and I've been up since 4, or should I say, I've been up since 1:30. So yeah, you got to bear that in mind and give me somewhat decency as... Oh, what a lovely drift there from the Audi. They would have lost, I say, a couple of tenths there, but that was a nice drift on stream. And once again, they're just losing that rear end of the car, which definitely isn't ideal. But they are currently 3 tenths up at the moment, so they're still found a little bit of lap time. But I don't believe that will put them anywhere higher up, maybe 1 position or 2 positions as they cross the line. They're gonna go P10 actually, a 125.072 as they get knocked down, as I believe that was car number 49 known as Andrew Taggart, knocking the Audi down to P11, I believe. I'm not too sure. Could have been P10, the Aston Martin. Have to have a look at that when we can. Have a look at a replay if we can to see who knocked who out there, if I'm able to find it, if you know what I mean. But on board then with Arc, car number 88 in the BMW. As we know, last time out at round number 7 at Valencia, he was really showing some true pace. Can he carry on that pace and maybe go for a race win? Because that'd be lovely to see as they now cross the line and they're quite low on their time and they only improve by thousandths of a second. So that's definitely not a lap time they'll be happy with. So they're going to go into the pit lane, fuel up, get a fresh set of tyres on and go again. Any more improvements on the track? We'll go on board with Andrew Taggart, who's making their way through, I would say, Sector 3. But they have a completely backed off there, and as you can see, gone back into the pit lane. Spinner, I'll go on board with him then. Currently down in P14, slightly off track there, 2.1 off the pace, and never mind, they're going to return to the pit lane as they weren't happy with that line or exit, and we'll see what they do. Vic. He's been very dominant this season, very, very quick, shall we say. But it has been Ackerman on top, but winning the last few races and the last couple of rounds. So Vic could have a bit of competition here, potentially, as they're currently P3. They've got to find a 10th to go on pole position. They are roughly and slowly finding that lap time as we make our way, obviously, now in Sector 2. But they're only in the thousandths area, so 40 thousandths of a second, so not really of a much big improvement so far. They've got to find all that lap time in Sector 2, and hopefully they don't get blocked within their lap time. So let's see what they can do. So, in Sector 2 now, making their way to turn number 6, then to turn number 8. On the clear ways straight now, and oh, bit of a car spinning around there that could have lost Vic amount of time there, and I believe it has. He has not found the time that he wanted, as he had to avoid a McLaren spinning there, so that's definitely not ideal. So no improvement for the BMW. Going on board with Brown now in the Aston Martin, car number 738, 2 tenths up on their lap time at the moment. Currently in Sector 1, heading towards Sector 2 now. Turn number 4, then on the main, I'd say, second straight, shall we say, with car number 96 ahead of them, known as Joe Viper. So hopefully, if they're not on a lap, they will politely move out of the way, and they're not on a lap, so hopefully, if the Aston Martin gets close enough, the driver ahead of him should just politely move out of the way, and the Aston Martin can be on his day. That's it really. But now making our way to turn number 7, and then up to turn number 8, and then onto the clear way straight. Very, very shortly. The Aston Martin slightly getting on the grass there, really feeling the pressure, and has completely butchered and messed up his Sector 3 there, and he is completely off the pace and definitely not able to find the lap time. We've got Lynn. Jimmy Lynn really put on a show last time at Valencia, managed to steal pole position, not pole position, P2 by I think 5 thousandths. That was absolutely crazy. It was a dragline finish on the last lap, final corner, dragline to the start and finish, and the Mercedes managed to get P2 by 5 thousandths. That was absolutely insane. That was crazy, shall we just say. Brown on their lap once again. Lily down in at P6 at the moment. 5/10 off of P1 at 1:23.822. They're down in sector 3 at the moment. Heading towards turn number 7. And then heading towards turn number 8 now, as the Aston Martin politely moves out the way there. But the Aston Martin moving out the way there, did they slightly get in the way of Lily? If they did, Lily has lost a humongous chunk of time there, but they managed to pull somewhat time back, could say, as they're a 10th up, heading across the finish line now. And they improve on their time, but don't improve on position, shall we say. So definitely not ideal. Oh, we've got Vic on a flyer right now. Car number 888, and they've gone off track again, but they're still valid on their lap time. They are really pushing hard here with 6 minutes to go, but they have completely backed off their lap time, and it may go again. So we'll keep our eyes peeled for that one. And you know what, Mix? I know, right? Darkness 3 seconds off the pace. Absolutely crazy. I believe it's his rookie season, so he's going through that rookie stage at the moment. He is a decent driver, I would say. Just needs to work on his race pace and quali pace and understanding of how the car works, you know. But he's a good driver, I would say. You know, if he needs to move, he will move. If there's like a car behind him that he needs to move out the way for, he will move. But, you know. Any lap times we could go on board with? We could go on board with Brown, actually, in the Aston Martin. Car number 738. The BMW ahead of them, which is going to be... Actually, that is actually going to be... I believe that's Darkness. And that is Darkness. So hopefully Darkness won't be in the way here of this Aston Martin. Fingers crossed. The Aston Martin right now is officially a 10th up, but they've lost it coming out of turn number 8. Did Darkness slightly get in the way there? Potentially. But they've still got time with 5 minutes on the clock to find a little bit more race pace, because this Aston Martin could slap it on pole position 100%. We're going to go on board with Darkness actually and see what kind of lap time he can produce. Currently he is 2 tenths up, 3 tenths up, a lot of tenths up on his lap time. Goes a little bit deep there, coming out of turn number 2, heading towards turn number 3, and then heading towards 4 now. And then we're going to get onto the second main straight, which could be possible for overtaking opportunities, but that's only going to be possible for overtaking if you're on the gearbox of the driver in front of you, or if you're behind, then there you go. But this is an overtaking opportunity right here, right then. Car number 724 making their way down to turns number 5 and 6, and now approaching the Westfield Bend, Dingledell, and then heading towards turn number 7, and then the lovely turn number 8, and then it's going to be our, I'd say, our third little mini back straight, you could say, and then the main straight of them all, which is going to be on the exit of turn number 9, and is Clark Curve. And unfortunately, Darkness is down on their delta, so they aren't going to improve on their lap time. Look at that. Look at that. Look how close the Aston Martin is between P1, P2, and P3, and P4. We have got a 4-way fight at the moment just for pole position. That is absolutely crazy. We're going to keep our eyes peeled on this one for now. With 3 minutes to go of qualifying, we're on board with car number 88, trying to find as much lap time as they possibly can. Car number 72, somewhere on the circuit, was improving by a 10th on their delta, but they're now in the red, so they're definitely not improving there. So they're probably going to back off or try and find a little bit more lap time as they make their way to turn number 8. Fingers crossed. And they've found a little bit of lap time to improve, but right now the BMW is absolutely flying, and he's definitely flying in sector 2. He's got to nail these corners to absolute perfection, making his way out of turn number 6, heading towards turn number 7, and then making his way very, very shortly to turn number 8. He's got to get this one right as someone goes off track completely. That's going to be the Audi of car number 8 there. So having a trip to the gravel pit. And yeah, BMW unfortunately is down on their time. Ackerman though, Ackerman is on a lap. Could Ackerman go for another win streak here for round number 8, season 8 of ACC? Could there be a win streak? Of course there could. 100% win streak is on the flipping way. I'll tell you right now. It's going to happen. It's going to happen, chat. At 10th up, now in sector 3, got to nail these corners and keep it on track, not invalidate, heading towards turn number 7, car number 91 ahead of them, but isn't going to be affected by any dirty air at the moment. Exit of 8, on the clearways straight now, heading towards turn 9, known as Clark Curve. Ackerman, can he stick it back on pole position where he belongs as he'll cross the line? And minutes ago qualifying, so he's still got one more chance if he wants to try and put it on pole, and it's going to be a no. He can't find any improvement at the moment to stick it on pole position, so hopefully they could do it for their final attempt here at Brands Hatch tonight. Andrew Taggart now, car number 49. Kind of struggling, I'd say, here at Brands Hatch. Normally, Andrew is up in the top 5 or top 3, but they were off last week due to having some IRL commitments to make. So it's lovely to see Andrew back in the McLaren, racing with his teammate, Mr. Wobby. So yeah, there you go. Oh my goodness. Chat, this could be happening. I'm not going to jinx anything. This could be happening. The BMW is on a flyer. Who's also on a flyer is the Mercedes on a flyer right now. Vic on a very, very strong lap here. I'm not going to say how much he's up by, because if I say how much he's up by, I could curse him and I could jinx him. On the exit of turn 8, where he's been struggling just a little bit, he does perfect it to expertise here tonight at Brands Hatch, making their way out of turn number 9. Are they going to slap it on pole position? Is it going to happen? What's the gap? Is it pole? No, it's not. Vic goes P2, 42 thousandths off of P1, but the Mercedes Lynn is on a stonking lap right now, showing some extremely fantastic pace around this circuit. Car 72 making their way around turn number 9, Clark Curve. What are they going to do? A 10th up on their lap time? What's it going to be? A 123.092. Holy moly. That's insane. That's a massive, massive improvement. Because look at second, third, and fourth. Third and fourth separated by 5 thousandths of a second. And they're not far off Vic too. Absolutely crazy, chat. Right then. Also, what's good to mention, as you can see there from the race director, car number 6 has a quali ban, drive-through, and a pit lane start to serve today. That was me in that situation. It's a bit of a yikes moment, shall I say, chat? But chat, what did we think of that qualifying? Please let me know in the chat, because that qualifying, in my eyes, was absolutely insane. Radio chat. Let's analyze, shall we? Go back to this screen. This one. Hello. How are you all doing? So yeah, that qualifying session was very, very interesting, shall we say. Like I said, I wasn't expecting the second, third, and fourth to be so flipping close together. Surprisingly, Ackerman in P5 in the Honda, not able to find the race pace he wants. The stability of the car for himself didn't look stable, which is unfortunate. Suffocating, a good position for him in P10. Joe Viper struggling just a little bit, P16. Darkness not last on the grid, so that's a good thing. Webby, surprisingly, P14. They've really dropped off the quality pace for this round. Bear in mind, they did have a 6-hour endurance race today, so the likes of Spinner, Viper, Webb, Suffocating, gonna be a little bit tired today, shall we say, because like I said, they were doing a 6-hour endurance, so yeah, if they're tired, I can understand why. Rightio then, chat. If you want some lovely facts about this track itself, as we're going to click drive, because that would be helpful, wouldn't it? And then we're going to do this. You're not washed, Webby, you're just... I'd say, in my opinion, I'd just say you're tired, you know? You've done a lot today, you know? Like I said, you had a 6-hour endurance, so... You have done a lot, my friend. Right. Right then, so... If you didn't know... you might know if you're an F1 fan, and you're very depth into F1 itself, you will know that the Brands Hatch circuit was known for a famous, obviously Formula 1 track, back in the 90s, I believe it was. It was in the 90s at some point, I believe. Have a look. Yes. It was back in 1964 and 1986. So there you go. There's a little bit of a fact about the track itself. Obviously, it is 1.198 miles long around the track. You could say that really. In kilometers, that's 1.928 kilometers. Yeah, there you go. So, you know, it does hold a variety of different races here. You know, like I'd probably say like classic cars, GT3s, GT2s, any motorsport to do with cars really, because this track is just absolutely famous and lovely to drive on. Even though I may have spun in Sector 2 when I was doing the GT2s, but we don't talk about that. And that was only in qualifying, and in the race itself, for an hour of racing, I was drifting around every corner. So yeah, it was a bit of a struggle. Thank you very much, Webby. I appreciate the comment. Have a good race today. Someone's put their lights on. Oh, never mind. They're all getting ready. So let's go ahead and let's turn that off. Let's put that up there. And let's get to the main event itself, which we're all excited for. So, if you're new to ACC, the drivers will be doing a full formation lap around the circuit itself, so that gives them time to get the brakes into the right temperature, make sure the tyres are grippy enough and hot enough, and obviously a mandatory pit stop is required around the circuit. Only fuel. If you want to set new tyres, then you can. In my personal opinion, I would do a fresh set of tyres because Brands Hatch is known for such a high tyre deck. So if we see drivers wanting to not go for a new set of tyres, we could potentially see punctures. Which, don't get me wrong, would be insane. Right. So all the drivers now making their way out of Sector 2 to head to the wonderful, lovely Sector 3. Jimmy Lin leading the way. We'll see how crazy and chaotic it gets down into Turn 1. Hopefully it's not too crazy. But the race will start very, very shortly. It's just all about patience. Just patience, and all the cars are going to get in a double file now as we make our way to the final corner. Turn number 9. Known as Clark Curve. We're going to go on board with Vic himself to get a better overshot view of what could potentially happen at Turn 1. Look at that lovely peel of cars making their way through Turn 9. And now, here we go. Green flag racing will commence any second now. Alright? As I cross the line. And now it's green flag racing from round number 8 here at Brands Hatch. And it's going to be potentially Vic into the lead. Down to Turn 1 we go. The Mercedes trying to squeeze him out. And we've got a spinner in the background. Someone with the drive-through penalty, of course, serving that penalty. There's multiple cars off in the background. That's going to be Ackerman round, car number 88 round, Taggart round. And I think it's just 3 cars involved in that one-way collision. So definitely not ideal. But Vic getting the jump and getting up into P1. Lynn drops down into P2. And, yeah, very interesting start from some drivers in the background here suffocating. Not suffocating. Where is he? Here he is. Oh, my days. It's trying to update everything. As we can see, he's suffocating in the background. Currently in... It says they're in P10, but they're currently in P9. They're a 10th behind the Ferrari at the moment. That's going to be Rico. Obviously, it's very, very difficult to overtake around this circuit. So we'll just see how they get on. And hopefully they'll be able to do well and keep their car on the track. Nick, how we doing? Welcome on into the stream, buddy. Hope your Saturday evening, Saturday morning, or Saturday afternoon is going wonderful for you. And we have a spinner in the background, and that's going to be the Aston Martin, almost getting his back end on track and almost collecting a driver there, but luckily that driver managing to avoid that car, shall we say. All the drivers making the way down to Turn 1, completing the first lap of this race. 58 minutes on the clock, and we've already had carnage down into Turn 1. Not even the second corner, we had crazy carnage. Have a look at the replay system and see what kind of caused that chaos, shall we say, because that was definitely interesting. The top 2 running away at the moment by 3.2 seconds. Lynn is at the moment stabilising that gap around about 6/10. Lily in P6 at the moment, and is really, really closing in on the Audi, and may go for a move very, very shortly, or may try and force the Audi into a slight mistake. I'll go on board with a better camera angle there because for some reason it wants to change to TV1 when I want it on TV2. Oh, the Ferrari going off there in the background, and that could be a door opening for Suffocating. He's going to try and go on the inside there. The Aston Martin will try to follow, and that's Rico losing 2 positions in one corner, and that was turn number 5. He lost that position. No, turn number 6. He lost that position, and heading down into turn number 7 now. Suffocating up into P7. Rico demoted down to P9, and Brown right behind Suffocating in the Aston Martin, and may try and go for a move here on the Ferrari, making our way through turn 9, getting very, very close to contact there, probably making slight wheel banging there, and that's now the Aston Martin up into P7 and Suffocating down to P8. So that was a lovely little battle there. Like I said, slight contact, but it wasn't major. Lily now in the background into turn 1, going to get past the Audi. Absolutely sensational move to get done here. Crucial to get it done. You don't normally see overtaking down in sector 1. It could be a tricky part of the circuit, especially here. If you lose your car completely, you're going off track. It's just not nice, and the walls are very, very close at the beginning of sector 1. But Lily getting that move done and up into P5 now. There's a second between himself and P4. So hopefully they can close that gap very, very shortly. And very, very quickly, shall we say. Andrew Taggart in the background, making a position up on Viper and up into P13 now. His next target driver to overtake is going to be the BMW, car number 88. And the gap between them two is 1.3. We'll see if that updates. Ackerman, a driver that I thought would have a good race today, but just got caught in a collision, and that's Webby, I believe, going off in the background. That could be Taggart going off. Was that Webby or Taggart going off? That was Taggart going off. That's surprising there. That was actually Andrew Taggart going off there, up ahead, and that's Ackerman ahead of Joe Viper for now. Ackerman may challenge Andrew Taggart here for a potential P13, but obviously he's not close enough to go for the move there. It seems Andrew Taggart is slightly struggling in the McLaren today around Brands Hatch. If he's not had much practice, he's going to struggle just a little bit, and obviously some of these drivers having a lot of practice will have the upper hand just for now. Wilson down in P17, trying to get past Darkness here. And Darkness able to stay ahead for now. But on the exit of turn 1, is Wilson going to try and get the move done here? That's going to be a no because he's not close enough. Exit of turn 3. Wilson just isn't close enough to get the move done, but he might get it done in sector 2. We'll wait and see. That could mean if Darkness makes a slight mistake, that could happen. Ackerman really starting to gain now, Mav, as we're making our way to sector 3 now. At turn number 5 and 6, making our way to turn number 7 and then turn number 8 very, very shortly. And look at that, Ackerman getting a sensational exit there, right on the gearbox of Mav almost. And he's going to go for the move. He's going to try and go for P13 here, folks. Watch out. He's going to try and go around the outside here of the McLaren. The McLaren getting a better exit though, and Ackerman not able to get past, so Mav denying him just for now. But as they make their way down to turn 1, who's going to be lighter on the brakes? It's going to be potentially the Honda. There's still going to be wheel to wheel, making their way down to turn number 2 now. Holy moly! That was lovely. Ackerman trying to go for a switchback, unable to get it done. Ackerman might go for a move here though. Down into turn... Oh! Down into turn 3. They make slight contact there. Definitely don't want to go for an overtaking opportunity there. And they could have put damage on both of their cars, especially Mav's rear end. That could have put damage on it. So that's definitely not ideal. Lily really starting to put the pressure now on Kelly for P4. What happened to 88? Basically, there was a little bit of a big crash at the first corner, which was turn 1, and Mav got involved, Ackerman got involved, and car number 88 unfortunately got involved in the slight contact, shall we say. So definitely not ideal. Yellow flags at a spinner. Oh, actually spinning round there at turn number 8. Losing a few positions there. It wouldn't be a classic ACC race now, would it? without Jake Spinner spinning in the Lamborghini. And they've actually stopped on track for a brief moment there. Don't know why they did that, but we'll just pretend we did not see that. Oh, here we go. Ackerman trying to go for the move again at turn 1. Unable to get it done. What about the exit, though? Not close enough. Not close enough to get the move done. He's trying to do everything he can in his will and power to try and force a mistake on the McLaren. Just unable to. Lily slightly trying to put the pressure on the BMW. Lily going a little bit wide there. She needs to keep her calm and keep collected. And then she'll be fine. She'll be fine. And here we go. In the background there, Lily getting through the BMW for P4. And the Aston Martin in the background may try and go for the Beamer. I do apologise for being quiet there just for a second. I've got a bit of a chesty cough, so I had to take a sip of my drink. And as I was taking a sip of my drink, the move had to be done, didn't it? So the move had to be done, and I couldn't comment on it. But I'm commenting on it now, so there you go. Hope that's all right for you. So let's go on board with Brown and Kelly then. That's Brown getting past, actually, and up into P5, and Kelly dropping to P6. So Kelly losing a position last lap, and now this lap definitely isn't ideal. So they're definitely not confident, and probably haven't got the race pace at the moment around the circuit. Ackerman still stuck behind Andrew Taggart. The gap between those two is around about 2 tenths at the moment. At the moment, it's 2 tenths. But I mean, an overtake could be on here very, very shortly. We'll just have to wait and see. I finally ordered my first steering wheel. Congratulations. What kind of wheel did you order? I'd love to hear. And for a brief moment, we're going to go to the top 2 as Jimmy Lin, car number 72, did this last time at Valencia. And fell off the pace, or backed off just a little bit, and then towards the end of the race they somehow managed to find some fantastic race pace and snatch away P2. At the moment the gap between 1 and 2 is 1.8. So could the Mercedes driver potentially be saving their tyres? Potentially. So we'll keep our eyes peeled for that one. Oh, here we go then. Ackerman trying once again. He's trying, but McLaren just looks like it's quicker in a straight line. But Mav placing the car in the right position and defending P12 for now. So, yeah. Ackerman probably getting quite frustrated at the moment. Spinner technically in last place, 2.3 away from Wilson. Darnus and P15 having a fight with Wilson actually for between 15th and 16th. The gap between those two is around about 9 tenths. Ooh, that does sound nice. Ooh, I'm jealous. Could you you know, buy me a Fanatec wheel as well? Pretty please? Please? I'd love one. Here we go. Speaking of darkness, he's under pressure. And speaking of under pressure, Viper Strikes is off track at the moment. Going off there at turn number 8. And that drops the gap between Darkness and Viper by a little bit. There you go. Zach Webb currently in P9 at the moment. As Rico goes wide there at turn number 2. Heading towards turn 3, and that's basically Webby passed. That was an easy dumb slank move there. There you go. So at turn 4, he's going to get a really good exit. And now push potentially for car 95, which is 5.6 seconds. I appreciate it. I can't wait to get my Fanatec wheel. But here you go, chat. It's exactly what I mean. So we're on board with car 88, which got involved in contact. You can see there, the front of their car, the bonnet, yeah, not looking healthy right now. Rico ahead of them, car number 61, ahead of car 88. But car 88 is going to go for a move here on the inside, but just isn't able to get the exit they'd wanted, probably running some very hard damage. And actually, I just realised Ackerman has managed to get past a Mav there. There we go. So Ackerman probably less frustrated now. Finally got past Mav with 46 minutes of racing to go. Ackerman trying to go for a move here on the Beamer. I'd say so. Is the Honda going to send it? Or is he going to focus on his exit? He's got close. And he goes, oh, car 88 goes a little bit deep, which has opened the door for Ackerman. Looking to the inside now. And they're going to be level pegging actually on the second little back straight here, which is heading towards turn 5, known as Half-Thorn Bend, and the BMW is just able to inch ever so slightly ahead to defend the position for P number 10. So Ackerman once again probably getting frustrated and annoyed that they're stuck behind another slow driver with quite a bit of damage. I use a G29. Logitech G29. Kelly right now having a splendid battle with the Audi. And that's the Audi up into P5, and Kelly dropping to P6. I had to stop for just a second because I got a little bit confused because my shall I say my overall driver board of positions went absolutely crazy and had a moment. So I was like looking at this battle, and it was crazy. And that's Spinner in the pit lane. Could that be Spinner's race over and done with? Hopefully not, but if it is, then that is heartbreaking to see. That is really heartbreaking to see. And going on board with car number 12, car number 49 in P12. Ackerman could have a move done here actually against car 88, and they just aren't able to. But hang on a minute, Mav is getting involved here, and Mav could potentially get a move back on Ackerman and take back P11 potentially. And yes, that is correct. Spinner has left the session, and they have given up for today. Ackerman trying to do whatever they can to get past his BMW and just isn't able to. But Ackerman now looking to the inside. The Beamer's going to try and stick it around the outside. Don't normally see an overtaking opportunity there, but Mav's going to try and send it actually. Is Mav going to get this move done? Heading towards turn 7 now, trying to fake Ackerman into a little bit of late braking to misjudge his braking, and in doing so, Ackerman has lost a little bit of time to the car ahead, and a very hungry Mav is getting ever so closer to the Honda. So let's see what the straight line speed is compared to the Honda. Isn't gaining much. Brown's into the pit lane to sort out their tyres potentially and fuel. That's probably early, I'd say. Oh, Ackerman having a bit of a moment there on the exit of turn 1. Definitely not ideal. Just got the car all out of shape. That was probably a scary moment. But this battle is still continuing. Absolutely crazy. But Ackerman is doing everything he can, like I keep saying, to get past this BMW, but just isn't able to. That is what's frustrating him so much. It's physically and brutally, honestly annoying. Because he wants to get by, but he can't get by because the BMW is just planting his car in the right areas. Yeah, there you go. I don't know what to really say, because it's true. Ackerman could have it done here, actually. Could do. Heading towards turn 1. He's trying so hard to tuck to the inside, but I think they make slight contact there. Ackerman just got a little bit too close and got a little bit worried, and in doing so, lost the back end and just slipped out to shape ever so slightly. And that is going to be Ackerman once again losing a little bit of ground to kind of 88. Right then, as we've got close racing happening, let's have a look at the replay system. And is it going to want to work today? Hopefully. Right, let's have a look. Right. Let's see what happens, because I've got the replay here. So let's have a look, chat. And let's see what happened between car 88 and car 23 to cause the yellow flags at turn 1. So here we go. Here's the race start. There you go. There it is. Ah! So it's Ackerman making the contact there. Have a look at that one more time, chat. Look at that. It's actually Ackerman making the contact on the Beamer, and then the Beamer spins into the oncoming vehicles ahead of him, gets smacked by Aston Martin, and then Mav unfortunately just gets tangled and has nowhere to go. Ackerman now looking to the inside once again, and just isn't able to get a better exit, but might have done it here. It's a no. It is just a no. Nothing you can really say, to be honest. Nothing you can really say. Minutes into the race, mandatory pit stop is required. We've had one pit stop so far, and that's going to be Brown, who's down in... Actually, no, they're not on track anymore. Oh, they've left. Oh. That's unfortunate. They were on for a good showing here today. Oh. Oh, Mav's lost the car. Oh my goodness. Andrew Tagger has lost the car, and that could be major damage to the front of his bonnet of the McLaren. On board of the bonnet. You can see it's flapping about there, and the lights are flickering. So that's big damage. Mav is definitely coming into the pit lane. Hopefully it doesn't speed. There's going to be big damage to repair. Look at that front bonnet. Just demolished and destroyed, really. Damn. Oh! Contact between Ackerman and the BMW, and Ackerman is just still not able to get through. Stays as it is for now. But he is going to get an exit and getting really close to the gearbox of the BMW, but maybe go for a move here. Oh, it could happen, chat. Late on the brakes, maybe? No. Gonna be a no. Oh. When I go, oh, I think something's gonna happen, and then it doesn't happen, so it's annoying, but it is what it is. Oh, the Audi's round, the Audi's off track, the Audi is going slowly. That could be a Ferrari in the background, followed by a Beamer and Ackerman, and that's going to be Rico, and that's the Audi into the pit lane, probably serving their penalty, not penalty, damage they might have gotten from that going off track. On board with Rico, actually, in P7 at the moment, his best race position so far, new to this game, but P7 for his second or third race now, looking good. Ackerman switching to the inside and unable to, you know, go for it on the inside, and Rico doing well to stay in P7. As I say that, he goes off track and loses 3 positions out of turn 4, so maybe I just cursed him, but he's in P10, so hopefully if they fight a lot, that could be helpful, potentially. Lily down in P9. Has Lily boxed? Has she boxed? No. He hasn't. I swear she was way up. Grid order. I don't know, maybe I was wrong. Oh, and they're round, and there's contact between the BMW and the Honda. Ackerman now into P7, finally clearing the BMW, but not the way he would want to, by making contact with car 88, who spins round and drops all the way, potentially, down to P10. Yikes. Dropping down to P10 is not ideal, running some big damage. Now we get to see what Ackerman's true race pace is like, because suffocating is 10.2 seconds ahead of P6, so let's see if Ackerman could close it. Oh, drifting out of turn number 2. Yeah, that definitely was a shame indeed. Let's have a look at that contact as Webby is in the pit lane, serving the mandatory pit stop by fueling up and probably setting new tyres. I'm not too sure. But let's have a look at the contact. Helicam shot going into sector 2. There it is. Oh! It was actually Ackerman that caused the contact. Oh, it was. But did the beamer squeeze him a bit and not give enough room? Potentially, but it looks like Ackerman made the contact, so you never know. We'll just go ahead and see what the stewards think of it. But Lily's showing some good race pace at the moment. 9 tenths away. Rico's causing yellow flags. They're probably gone off track somewhere. Currently in P8, so they're in P10, but like I said, bit of contact, a beam spinning around, and Mr. Zach boxing, that means Rico is now into P8. That's car 13, and that's going to be Webby. Has Webby just been lapped? Has. Blue flag. We've got yellow flags, and that's going to be Darkness causing those flags. Oh, he's had a bit of a spin there at turn number 7. And in the background is going to be car number 8, the Audi, fighting for P11. Six, 7, 3. Wilson in the pit lane now to do their pit stop. Any close battles? I think it's just the Audi at the moment with Darkness. I'm on board with these two. See how they get on. Out of turn 2, heading towards turn 3. Obviously, the Audi has boxed. Has Darkness boxed, though? He hasn't. Okay. So, if the Audi's got new tyres on, which I believe he truly would have new tyres on the car, then that means Darkness will have old tyres, which also means that Darkness might be struggling with grip, and that's the Audi giving him a bit of a flash of his headlights just to let him know he's here, but we're trying to distract him just a little bit and let him know he's a little bit faster than him, so either let me through or I make him a way through. So there you go, there's your two options. See how it goes. Part 8 versus 742. And the Audi was looking to the inside there, but Darkness doing some excellent defending later on the brakes, able to keep his position just for now for P10. Ackerman in the pit lane to do their pit stop. And that's just Darkness going way too wide, drifting actually, almost hitting the Audi, shall we say. And that's Darkness dropping down to P11. And that's car number 96. Oh, Joe Viper's not having a good day, but we're still having a good day. That livery is still looking lovely, and it's my all-time favourite for this race so far. So big shout out to Joe Viper and Suffocating for some awesome liveries today. back on board with car number 88. Managed to catch up with Rico once again. Lynn in the pit lane as well, the Mercedes driver. Let's see what kind of race pace they could unleash with 32 minutes to go around this circuit. BMW is somehow surprising me because of how much damage it looks like it's carrying right now. I'm surprised it's managed to maintain this pace, to be honest. Absolutely crazy. Right. Still on board with the Beamer. Losing some time to the Ferrari. Probably, like I said, struggling with the damage, but able to make it possible in some ways. That's an indicator. On the... I don't know, what car is that? It's the Audi. Oh, it's Wilson. Oh, it's Wilson. I was confused. I was like, why are they indicating? Then I realised, oh, there's the Ferrari going on the grass there. The Beamer going around the outside. And that's the Beamer. Car 88 up into P7. But never mind, the Ferrari might actually come back here and take away P7. Does the Ferrari do it? And the Ferrari does do it. Wowzers. Rico really showing some pace today. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. Damn Daniel. That was surprising. I did not expect that from Rico. I didn't expect him to put his nose in and go for it, if you know what I mean. So Ackerman did pit, yes, currently in P9. Obviously that contact at turn 1. Before that, when it was rolling start, getting the tyres warm, getting the brakes sorted, he was chilling in P5, so he could have gone for a podium, potentially for a win today, as Kelly's in the pit lane. But unfortunately, with that contact making its way on the track at turn 1, they could be fighting for a P6 or P7, P5, I'd say that's all they're going to get for today, as the Beamer right now was getting so close to the car, but it just isn't able to get the move done. Lily into the pits, and Kelly, like I said, into the pit lane, doing their pit stops. Marcel, the McLaren, we're not seeing much of today. Been a bit quiet, but they're in P1. Car number 139, they are yet to box. Same as suffocating. Vic has indeed boxed within their required pit stop. They can go to the end of this race with 28 minutes to go. Car number, that's going to be I don't know what car that is. Ah, that is going to be Mav. Mav getting the old-fashioned blue flag, which politely means move, or I'm going to get angry. So there you go. So that was Mav moving out of the way to let Vic through. Surprisingly, what's really surprised me is where the Mercedes is. So, what surprised me, I don't know if the Mercedes has had a moment or is going for a different strategy, but they are really far behind at the moment. Like, when you think about it relative to position-wise, as they make their way up into P3 now, I don't think they could potentially go for the win. They'll probably go for P2, as Suffocating is yet to box. And hopefully they get past Darkness as soon as possible, as Darkness goes off track there, so they will get past and not held up at all. But there you go. Car 95 could potentially Could hold up car 888. 888. Could happen. Let's go on board of those two. See how that goes. So, suffocating a little bit defensive there, which is all fair dues. But that BMW has got some serious straight line speed. You can see there. As there you go, suffocating in the pit lane now. And it's all about 72. Is car 72 able to close that gap down with 26 minutes of racing to go? If Jimmy Lynn can do this, they are my driver of the day. If that potentially happens, that'd be crazy. Jakub, hello, how we doing, buddy? I'm so bad. I mean, you're not bad at the game at all, Jakub. I would say you're probably tired. You know, like I was explaining on the stream today, that you've done a 6-hour endurance race, so you have every right to be slightly tired, in my opinion. So no sweat. I wouldn't say you're bad. So, something interesting to note between P2 and P1, the gap is 9.6. At the moment, Lynn is finding pace, so is Vic, but Lynn isn't gaining much at the moment. We'll just see what they do. Oh, I was just saying, like, I was letting the stream know today that, you know, that you were quite busy with the 6-hour endurance race, so you have every right to, you know, to be tired, shall I say. And you're not bad at the game, you're just tired from doing the 6 hours. Don't know how you managed to do it, but you did. I'm impressed. Well, not all the 6 hours, but you know what I mean, like, playing the game, driver swapping. I don't get how you do it. I don't get how you do it. I didn't realise, folks, I was on board with Vic there when I was talking about Jimmy Lynn. There we go. Classic Flynn moment, that is, but we've got some more racing action to commence with, and that's Rico against Andrew Taggart. Rico boxed yet? Yes, they have. Have boxed. Yeah. I can understand your frustration. I just realised Mav got the move done there, but I didn't see it on my screen. Don't know how I didn't clock the move, but you probably clocked it on the stream, but I didn't. Oh, Marcel's causing yellow flags. What was that all about? Did they go off track or something? I'm guessing they did, but definitely not ideal. Ackerman and P6 at the moment. They are trying to, you know, as hard as they possibly can. I drove for 5 hours. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Oh, Rico went off, did he? Oh, okay. I didn't realise. As I said. Gaps are really starting to open up now, so just start getting a little bit quiet now, chat, towards the end of this race, unless gaps start to close again. But Lynn isn't gaining enough at the moment, which is interesting to P1. So could it be over? Could it be over? Answer is potentially. And we've got more yellow flags. That's going to be... I think it was Wilson down in P13. I mean, it's a nice livery, to be honest. And I believe their brake pads light up when they brake on the corner. Do they? Slightly do. Them getting hot. But they're slightly Lightly going reddish. So there we go. Right. Oh, car 88 in the pit lane now. They're not boxed yet. I have boxed. Boxing again? Really? Oh. That is interesting. The Marcel taking P3 for now. Kelly takes P4. All is interesting at the moment, chat. All is very, very interesting. Very, very shortly, we're going to get car number 72 saying hello to Andrew Taggett. Shortly. Was gaining on Mav now just a little bit. But did he not? On my race control app, it was telling me he did box. Maybe my thing glitched. But yeah. All is going well for some drivers and not great for some others. Not good. Not good, chat. Not good. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, it's now telling me that he's boxed once, so I think my race control just had a little bit of a moment there and glitched. Love it when that happens, you know? Love it so much. But you know, towards the end of this race now, unfortunately, there's not much to really talk about because the gaps are quite big now. What happened to Joe? I believe Joe kept spinning quite a lot, so he's just decided to not race anymore. Which is a bit, you know, say, upsetting, but, you know, it is what it is. If you want to quit, you can quit, but there you go. Like I say, it is what it is at the end of the day. I'm not too sure. Let me do some research. How? Dun, 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 dun. Oh, Wilson's causing more yellow flags. Something. We're going off somewhere. How many laps in an hour? On. Da, da, da. Have a look, shall we, chat? I mean, Really? 25 laps? I mean, at the moment, got 17 minutes till the end of this race, and at the moment they've all done 29, 28 laps. So, yeah, interesting. Maybe 40 laps, I'd say. Oh, don't know what that was all about. Imagine Jakob, SMH. Wreckman for ow, I hurt my elbow. That hurt. SMH for getting your math wrong. Finally, we have some racing action that we love to see, chat. So here we go. Ackerman trying to go for the move there at turn number 8, but unable to get it done. Giving a bit of a flash to indicate to the beamer that he's here to fight, and he's faster, so he's going to say let me through or I'm coming through. So as we make our way down to turn number 1, Ackerman's going to pull to the outside line, tuck in aggressively as he can. The beamer gets a horrible exit there. He gets on the gravel, or the sand, whatever you want to call it. They're going to go wheel to wheel out of turn 2. Heading towards turn 3 now. The BMW... Oh no, not this again. The BMW is ahead, coming out of turn 3. And then making their way out of turn 3. Heading towards turn 4 now. The BMW is still ahead. So, this could be another problem. If Ackerman wants to get past the BMW, he's got to remember the BMW has its car fully repaired now, so it could be hard to get around him, but we'll see. Ah. Got ya, Jakob, got ya. On Spa, for example, is like 1 lap per pair. Okay. Kelly is Ark's teammate, so I don't think he'll let him pass. Very true. Oh! Oh my goodness! Oh! There's either a moment there, or there was big contact. To the race replay. Da-da-da-da-da. Have a look here, chat. Making the way downtown. Is it Ackerman again making the contact, or is that the BMW closing the door, not leaving enough space? Have a look at that one more time, but a better angle. Go on board with 23. Do it again, but in bonnet cam. So coming down to the final corner. Did Ackerman just get a bit too greedy, maybe? Not too sure. Like what we're saying though, we'll let the stewards figure that one out, but that's going to be Ackerman up into P4 now, and unfortunately car number 88 dropping all the way down to P9. Never could have made that. There you go. I think you're just a little bit too late on the brakes, and in doing so, big damage was caused, I'd say. Big damage. Big damage. Big damage was caused. Oh no. Definitely not ideal, chat. And that's darkness off. That's darkness off. Yikes. And that's heading out of turn 3. Damn. That is not what you want to see. Yeah, definitely not ideal. We've got Wilson, who's 1 minute and 17 seconds behind. That's probably the first time this season I've seen gap that big. Oh yeah, I saw that. It looks really, really flipping nice. I really like it. I really, really like it. I really do. So, who made it? Was it you, Jakob? Did you make it? Because I know you have an idea of how to make liveries. If it was you, I'm impressed. Just saying it. It's just saying it out there, you know. Just putting it out there. As we've got Lily almost on the gearbox of Kelly. 0.6 is the difference between those two right now. We'll have a look-see. And we'll see if they could make their way past 91 or not. We'll just see. So yeah, gap is stable for now. Car 88 on the back of car 8, which is the Audi. 0.8 between those two. 10 more minutes to go. We'll see what they can produce. Oh, he stole it from somewhere? Lol. I mean, to be honest, the ones you made for the endurance, they were quite nice, to be honest. So, big up the livery, you know, that you made. I had a go at doing it. It was actually quite nice. So, I might ask you maybe in the future, maybe next week, to make me a livery. You never know, you know. We'll see. We'll negotiate contracts on a later date. Oh, Lily having a bit of a slide out there. Out of that corner, shall we say. I would say she's been a little bit too aggressive on the throttle. Coming out of 2 and 3. Heading down to 4 though. She's gone way too wide there. Lost a lot of time. Probably, she's lost about 0.2 out of that mistake, out of that exit of the corner. Definitely not ideal. On board a P9. Fighting P8. See what these two can do. You tell me what you want this time. Good point. Good point. You have a valid point there. I'll remember one day. Maybe. We'll see. If my brain wants to work, then we'll go from there, really. Oh! That was a close move between the car 88 there. I thought it was going to go for the move there. Almost happened. Wilson's spun around there at turn number 3. Not ideal. I see Lynn in the background. Lynn, I'd say, was trying to gain on P1, but going to get caught up in some traffic, so may actually get held up as these two are fighting for position. As the BMW moves out of the way there. That's actually quite smart and quite nice from the Beamer to say, you know what, I'll just get out of the way. So that's what they did. They just moved out of the way. To be honest, if I was in that situation, I would have done it myself. Because yeah, why not? Why not, chat, you know? Dun, 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 dun. But these two getting close for comfort once again as we make our way down to turn number 1. The Audi was trying to go up the inside, but the BMW able to cut it off for now. And the BMW looks like it's still got damage on their car. That's definitely not ideal. We've got this battle happening, and then we've got this battle ahead of us for P5 against Kelly and Lily. So we'll see what happens here. If these two decide to fight, which could be very, very soon, with 6 minutes of racing to go. But when I get it done, they've got to get it done now. Like, literally. Now. So here we go then. Lily, right on the gearbox. Almost. Sliding out that corner, shall we say. Woo! Slidey McSlidey. Heading towards turn 1. And it's a denied for now, but the BMW slightly touches the gravel there, so that could mean Lily can slowly reel in that gap. Five minutes and 30 seconds to go. I appreciate everyone watching today. I hope you liked the comms, and hopefully I've been clear enough. Hopefully you've understood what I've been saying. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Oh no, that's not what you want to see from Lily there. Making a mistake herself. But the gap is still 410, so she's still within that optimal range. But she's got to perfect these corners now if she wants P5. If she got P5, that'd be a really good result. And that would have been a fab drive for myself today. Let's have a look and see who's gained the most positions this race. At the moment, it is equal. Wilson with 4, Darkness with 4, Kelly with 4, Marcel with 4. But unfortunately, I don't think anyone's going to be able to make any overtaking possibilities done, because no one's close enough to get that top 5 overtake done. As Lily slides their way out of turn 3, heading towards turn 4. Gap is 8/10 at the moment. The Audi and car 88, P9 and 8, they were only separated by 8/9 of a second, but the gap is now 2.8. That's really increased and changed quite a substantial amount. I think we're just going to chill with, I think we're going to chill with Lily and the BMW. That was a lovely, lovely drift we saw there. Car 57, drifting, out of turn number 7, I believe that is. That was hot, okay? That was hot. That was just showing pure dominance, like, watch me. I can also be in P6, not lose any time at all, and drift. And they did that to perfection. Going on board with car 72. Getting past Wilson. That's the Mercedes driver, Jimmy Lin. Unfortunately, they're 12 seconds away from P1, so it's probably going to be an easy victory for Vic himself. And actually, what we could do is we'll go back on board with these two. Let's have a look at the standings, because if I am correct, it is quite close between those two. Let's have a nosy. Let's have a look. Let's have a look, shall we? So, get the standings up. As you can see, at the moment, it's going to be Arc, which is in position-wise P8. I'm not too sure how the point system works with GT. Let me actually type it in. Three. So the GT point system. This ain't confusing. Ah, here we go. I got it. Oh! Yeah, I thought Lily was going to go for the move there. That was close. That's about to happen, that was. Very, very close. Right then. So, as it stands, P8, which is Arc, they'd only scored 24 points, I believe. I think so. I think that's how it works. Yeah. So they'd only scored 24 points, which would increase their lead just a little bit, but Vic is on 214. He's going to get 50 points, so he could be our new championship leader. And Ackerman is on 255, and he's in P4, which means you get 32 points. So actually, chat, while we've got my phone, and Lily has gotten past Kelly, let's have a look. Pit window is now closed. The leader will be on the final lap very, very shortly. Let's actually have a look and close everything, which is on my phone. Let's do the calculations. So,
right, man, leader is on the final lap. Give it all you can.
we'll do the calculations after the race is finished. The leader is on the final lap of this race. So we're going to go on board with Vic, and they've been very, very dominant today, making the way into turns 2, 3, and then 4 very, very shortly. No on-track battles to see, unfortunately. So, it is what it is at the end of the day, but these things do happen. But chat, it's not the end of the world. Not the end of the world, is it now? But no, Vic making the way to Sector 3 very, very shortly. They've been very, very dominant today. They were close in qualifying to get pole position, but it was Jimmy Lin being on top and really getting the qualifying position he needed for pole position. But Vic just got the better launch, got the better start, and was bold. He was brave. And later on the brakes, into turn 1, got the lead. If Jimmy Lin had the lead, I don't think Jimmy Lin would be able to hold on to it, because Vic just... I think Vic had the pace today. So Vic making his way through turn number 9 now. Round number 8. Season 8. Vic's winning on a high. And he wins the Brands Hatch race. Dominance, dominance, dominance once again. Lynn will come home to finish in P2. And Marcel, a driver I was not expecting to, you know, be on a pole today, will finish in P3. Ackerman, after getting punted around or making slight contact in turn 1 on the first minutes of racing, recovers to P4. Lovely stuff there. There could be penalties to be handed out after this race, so we'll see what kind of penalties they could be. Obviously, we've got the provisional results for now, which is obviously a classification right there. But that all could change, so if you make sure to join our Discord and keep up to date with our social media and with what happens with results-wise. You could have done Jakob, but it's not the end of the world, alright, buddy? Don't stress too much, don't stress. But we're going to go back to my lovely face, because why not? And we're going to do some calculations, because why not? Calculations done quickly, chat. Right. So Vic won today. He's on 240 plus 50. That puts him on 290. I haven't got a pen on me. I have got a pen. We're going to write it down, chat. We're going to be like, you know, very, very calculator him. This is like with no penalties. So there could still be penalties and position changes, but for now, it's provisional. So Vic could be on 290 points, which is absolutely crazy, shall we say. Then it would be Noah with 255. Get rid of that. 255 plus. What did he get? P4, which is 32 points, which means he'd be on. Oh my days. He'd be on 287. That is insane. That is crazy. That's quite close. That's like 3 points off of 290. And then we have Car 88, which finished in P8, which is only 24 points. So 206 plus 24, we said. Wow. Okay. So, provisionally, with the provisional results, if there was no penalties involved and nothing like that at all, right, for round 8, heading towards the last 2 races of the season, right? Are you ready for this, chat? It would literally be, I'm telling you this right now, it would literally be, I'm not even joking, it would be Vic on top with 290 points, Noah on 287 points, and that would keep Noah in P2, but Vic would bump up to P1 with 290, and Car 88, known as Arc, would drop to P3 on 280 points. So we've got a 7-point difference and a 3-point difference, chat. How crazy is that? No worries, I'm glad you tuned in and enjoyed the stream today, but chat, that is crazy of how close the top 3 are going to be with the last 2 races. And speaking of the last 2 races, they are going to be... I'll just scroll up quickly and try and find what I'm looking for. So it will be Silverstone, a track we love, and I love myself, one of my home favourite tracks, shall we say. We'll be back on the 2nd of March with a very thundery, wet circuit of 45 minutes in complete wet. That's going to be interesting to watch. But yeah, like I said, provisional results, Vic would be in P1 with 290, which is absolutely crazy. And then it would be Ackerman in P2 with 287. And then it would be Arc in P3 with 280 points. 7-point difference, 3-point difference. Let's see what next week brings us at Silverstone. You viewers watching today, listening, having a chat, having a laugh, having a whatever really. You've been fantastic. You've been wonderful. I'm signing off. Peace.
The year is 1991. Birds and people are living together in seemingly perfect harmony, until one day a young man catches fire. This is Phoenix.
You've been knocked down and got up again. In a corner, you're surrounded, no defenders. You've hid your fury and kept it in. But it's time now, you ignite and turn to embers. Like a phoenix, you burst in.
break brutally.
You see the truth behind the veil, and you know that they're just looking for attention. Whoa, you don't let the ruthlessness prevail. Oh, it's time now, light your fires for ascension. Like a phoenix, you burst in a fire, burn a thirst and desire. You transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings to rise from the ashes. Phoenix, you burst in a fire, burn a thirst and desire. You transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings to rise from the ashes.